Welcome to Inhouse Ventures, our advice series. And today I'm joined by JJ from Think&Grow. JJ, great to have you on today.
Thanks so much for having us, Elliot. Pleasure to be here.
Couple of questions to get through. But first, talk to us about Think&Grow.
Yeah, Think&Grow has been going about 10 years now, and we're really fortunate to work right at the cusp of the fast growth tech startup ecosystem, both here in Australia, where we're founded, but also and far reaches as the US, North America as a whole, UK, Europe, Dubai, and Singapore these days as well.
Awesome. And for the startups that you guys work with, what are two things they need to start doing to drive faster scale?
So the biggest challenge with startups is not the desire to drive faster, is making sure that they've got the right systems, processes, and people in place to make sure that as they go to drive faster, that they've got what it needs to support them. One of the biggest challenges that startups miss is the preparedness for revenue growth, and how to make sure that if they are a PLG motion, that they've got the bandwidth to support either a partnership, marketing, or sales-led growth motion at the same time. And one of the biggest gaps we certainly see within the Australian ecosystem is a lack of willingness to prepare properly for that process.
Yeah. And for scale ups you work with, what are two things they often miss in regards to growth?
So as a business gets further established, obviously normally a scale up, as we would see it, they're reaching sort of 10 mil ARR, and they're driving internationalization at that point. Again, to my first point, one of the biggest gaps we see is that preparedness, and that's around prioritization of which market and why to expand into, and then the readiness and to really get that right. So the data and insights needed to find the buyer personas, to find the vertical that they're going to win in that ecosystem that they prioritize. So using data and insights to ensure that you're getting the right prioritized market, and winning as a result.
Yeah. And, based on this advice, who is a scale up or business in the ecosystem that you see kind of executing on this really, really well?
It's not to sort of jump on any one organization and say, God, that these guys are amazing. I think, it's about improving 1% time on time again. And, if you look at the companies that we partner with, like AWS, yeah, how did they do it well? They learned the hard way and ground out like what was best practice for them within, the AWS ecosystem. And you'd say that they kind of got a reasonably well-grounded business these days and seem to do it pretty well. And the program we run with those guys, you look at the global entities that we work with, and they're sort of between 40 mil and 2 bill ARR. And so many businesses get so many elements right, but what we found, really is that about 75% of the leading scaled businesses in the world are missing one important cog of the jigsaw puzzle to allow for that scale to take it to the next level. And the next level can be like 3 to 700 mil or 700 mil to a bill. And in getting it right, the ones that get it right are the ones that are humble enough to step back down and know that there's an element of their business that they could get right or improve on. And it's those 1% where we see the lift up in the orgs, moving from 100 to 300 or 300, 700 or 700 to bill. So it's that ability to listen, to learn, and to go again, is where the ones that we would see in the world at the moment are making it work, and really taking that next leap forward.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, great advice, JJ. Thanks for jumping on.
Pleasure, mate. Really, thanks for having us.